and welcome back to my channel. I am Angel and today I wanted to talk about veganism and Wicked. Both starts with we, but not written the same. Anyways, Wicked, the movie, part 1, just came out 2 days ago. I've watched it, of course. I'm a huge Wicked fan, and I'll probably see it again next week. Anyways, Wicked came out this year with a movie, and 20 years ago it came out on Broadway, and 30 years ago this book came out, basically. And this book, or this story, is a beautiful story about two witches, but it's also about the animals in Oz. So I don't really want to spoil anything, but if you haven't watched anything, I'm going to spoil things now. So if you want, you can leave. If not, you can stay. It's up to you. I'm not gonna do anything. Anyways, Dr. Dilliman is a goat, as we have seen, and he is slowly losing his voice, and there's nothing he can do because he's not enough, you know, in the system. He's not seen as enough. He's absolutely a sentient being, but he's being silenced. He's losing his voice. And what does that look like? It looks like animals in the real world. They are being stripped from their rights, they're being silenced, and they are being forced into a more animalistic state. In the story, they are slowly losing their rights, being enslaved and being exploited, which is also very much mirroring the real life of animals in our world. Dr. Dilliman also shares with everyone that animals are being taken away or forced to live as voiceless creatures, but only a few is truly listening to him, and only a few is truly like caring about him or caring about the animals, which is very weird. Elphaba here plays such a big role in the animal rights because she is one of the few who truly cares about the animals, because she herself is a little, you know, she's been treated so badly by people around her, and when she was little, just because she's green, people would treat her not with the same respect as maybe they would treat someone who wasn't green, and so she feels a lot of empathy to the animals, and she is basically like the other ones are just like, yeah, okay, it's an animal, it's going to be okay, you know, they are going to be okay and everything, but they're not. And I think it's really nice to see her working, like doing activism for the animals in the movie or the story. She and Fiyero tries to save a little cub, and I think it's a really good thing that they are truly saving this little animal. So yeah, I think the entire story pretty much is an allegory for the real world animals, where they are faced to work even though they haven't consented to it. They are sentient beings, but they cannot consent to doing those works. You know, there's factory farming, there's animal testing, and none of the animals who are included in those exploitations have ever said, yes, I'm okay with doing so and so and so. And I think that the story here is shedding a light that the animals of the real life hasn't said, I'm okay with doing this. I think the movie perfectly raises a question on whether or not it is ethical to let animals do all of this work, or if it's ethical to let them endure all of these things that they have never said yes or no to. And I'm pretty sure that they would rather, you know, be frolicking in in a prairie if they could, but yeah, they have no choices, and it's just like in the story where the animals have no choices when it comes to losing their voices, because it's not up to them, but actually up to someone else. So what we also see in Wicked is that in Oz they are justifying the mistreatment of animals by using propaganda and systematic control. And they're trying to justify, you know, oh, it's going to be okay. It's, you know, doesn't matter, they're just animals and everything. And that is pretty much the same as in the real world, because I have seen so many ads for like, oh, the lambs are having such a nice time before they're being, ugh, you know, the day after. In Norway, they have something where they just let the cows out, and a lot of people come to see because, you know, during the winter they're inside and then it gets warmer, so they let the cows out for the first time after the harsh winter, and the cows usually jump and everything. But what they fail to show us is what, like, the aftermath, what happens 2 weeks from then. I don't think the cows are alive then, so, you know. And in Denmark they have this like dyrevelferd thing where it's like you can have 1, 2, or 3 hearts depending on how well the animal has been treated before being slaughtered. And I find it so weird and ironic that they put this on the products. So for example, a kilo of chicken legs or something, chicken wings, I'm sorry, chicken legs, it's very skinny. And it always says like, oh yeah, these animals have had it very well. How do you know? Have you asked them? Have you personally asked them like, hi, how was it at the slaughterhouse today? And the chicken is like, well, 3 hearts actually. I don't think so. No. If anything, it's the opposite. I don't think any animals like that. They don't like the vibes, you know. I try to stay away from videos like that, but there are so many videos of mother cows crying because the farmers are taking away the baby of that cow. Same with pigs, when they are in the house to get slaughtered and everything. I don't want to talk about this anymore because it makes me very sad. But I just wanted to draw the parallels between Wicked and veganism, or like animal rights, and that to me it is kind of a story about veganism, but at the same time not at all, because it's more about the witches than anything else. So yeah, please let me know your notes and ideas down below for if this is like an animal rights thing or not. That's like what I've been thinking about since the beginning of knowing what Wicked is. I've always thought about like the animals and stuff. So yeah. And also Cynthia Erivo has been vegan for 10 years. Same with Ariana Grande. So in my opinion, this is a very like veganized thing and story. And if I were to play in Wicked, I would continue to be vegan because that's what I've been. But if I wasn't vegan, I would probably turn vegan by working for this movie or musical or book. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go now and think about something else than animals in a slaughterhouse, and I will see you very soon. Yeah, I'm not going to watch those videos. I'm stupid for thinking about that. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful day, and I love Wicked. Okay, bye bye. I love you.